Okay, hello YouTube. So, here's the notes for January 7th build. Some experimental stuff in there and some more adjustments. Keep all the feedback coming. Here we go. System. Reverted the fight costs drop rate changes at level 8 and 9. They are back to life values. Okay, so yesterday they... Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? It was the initial changes. So initially, on Tuesday, they decreased the rate of gain 5 costs by 1% at level 8 and 3% at level 9. They reverted it. Honestly, probably a good revert. At level 8, you would still kind of high roll some 5 costs, and at level 9 there weren't as many PBE comps. You wouldn't see that many 2-star 5 costs, but some of the shops felt really bad. Like, you would think that level 8 to 9 you would find more 5 costs, which you kind of did for the most part, but a lot of times you would still find like a lot of like 1 and 2 costs, which are really unsatisfying. So I think it's a good revert. Cultists. Galio HP buffed at 1 and 2 3 and 6. 1 and 2 star. 3 and 6. And AD buffed at 369. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Galileo definitely felt a little bit weak. I haven't seen that many cultist players. Maybe at most you run like 6 cultists, because usually maybe go like silver carry. But yeah, Galileo felt really weak. So good buffs. Brawler now additionally grants AD bonus AD to the brawlers. Huh. That's a huge buff to I was about to say Smear. Holy cow. There's a huge buff to like Shyvana. You know, Shyvana benefits pretty well from like bonus AD. That's like the main example. It's useful, but it's kind of nice, but it's really useful, really nice on Shyvana. So there we go. Dragon Soul, bonus attack speed, spell power, max HP percent damage, slight nerf at 2. I'm not 2, 3. Can't think right now. Slight nerf at 3, and big buff at 9, and a semi decent buff at 6. Dragon Soul is just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a really good, what's it called? The problem with Dragon Soul at the moment is that the buff goes on 1 unit and the rest of the units are trash. That's how a lot of people see it. The buff goes on 1 unit and then the rest of the team is just there, and you're kind of wasting a lot of slots. So at most you'd rather maybe go like 3 Dragon Soul. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it's gonna need some rework or something. Fortune 6 damage amp has been removed. This wasn't intended to ship. There was a damage amp? Fortune 6, you done more damage? Oh shoot, that was, huh. I wonder if people, I'm assuming some people must have noticed, but huh. I didn't see that many like 6 fortunes. I wanted to try 6 fortune with Darius carry, but I haven't gotten a fortune chosen yet, so okay. Vanguard now additionally grants MR to the Vanguards. Okay, so this does slightly help them be a little bit more tanky. You know, it's not like a huge Mystic bonus. It's helpful. You would still like to run Mystic to get to make your Vanguards extra bulky with MR, but this is nice. Um, especially because of the Nico comp. You're usually on 4 Vanguard, 4 Mystic. So this will help them be a little bit more tankier. So yeah, we'll see. Champions. 1 cost. Tristana. Spell attack speed heavily nerfed. Yeah, those are some heavy nerfs. Yeah, Tristana has been performing super well in the early game. Super well. You can slam. She's pretty much your. Her and Timo are like the premier early game units. If you run Sharpshooter early, you do great, and then you're able to transition late to like level 8. That's insane. So that's good that they're nerfing Tristana. Fiora spell stun duration buff by 1 second at all star levels. Okay. I haven't seen that much Fiora, so this might help. Also probably just because, you know, everyone's trying to mess with new units, so that's fine. Nasus armor and MR buffed to 50. I don't know what the base value MR was, but okay, cool. Yeah, Nasus. I kind of get this a lot, where it's like people see Nasus and they assume, oh, he's like a tank from, like, you know, set 2. It's like, oh, he's not, and he just dies. So it's good that they're kind of buffing Nasus, because they really Nasus really struggles like surviving early game, which isn't good for a 1 cost who probably is a bit of a like support. So 2 costs. Nautilus, fabled damage reduction 75% to 60%. I think it's a really good nerf. Basically, when Nautilus has the fabled bonus, he gets a shield for like 5 seconds or something, where it reduces his damage, and he would still gain mana. So it was insane. Like, he was like, once he ulted the first time, he basically is nearly unkillable. So that's a really good change. Rakan, disarm radius increase and disarm duration buffed. Cool. Yeah, Rakan is, I would say right now, in a relatively good spot. It felt a little bit bad, because he only goes in a line to the first target, and sometimes I felt like he missed a lot of them. Because Irelia, like, when you compare it to like Irelia like does it in like an AOE. So Irelia felt like it hit more units, whereas Rakan only felt like hitting like 1 unit. So that's good. Teemo spell damage nerf at 1 star. Okay, sure. Because Callista, execute logic bug fixes. The Nautilus and Bomb Shield. Okay, sure, that's good. Sivir, the attack speed was bugged. What? Maybe because it was too high a percentage, so now it got nerfed or bug fixed. I don't know. Sure. Sivir's been actually performing pretty well. I thought of her as only like a support unit, but she's actually pretty damn good. She can be a carry. KO, 4 costs. Armor down by 5, and wave damage nerfed. Sure. I'm surprised they didn't hit KO with a nerf yesterday. So I'm glad they nerfed her. She's really consistent. So making her a little bit less consistent would help, so that people can't just force her potentially every game. Zaya's spell 80 percentage nerfed by 25% at all star levels. Sure, Zaya's still been a really good carry. So that's good. Olaf grows slightly larger when he ults, 20 to 30%. So I think this actually makes a difference, because I think the bigger that he is, the bigger his cleave is. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. Someone could tell me in the comments below. Like, maybe you stack Titans on Olaf and maybe it worked. It would be funny. But yeah, so I'm assuming they put this change in for a good reason. I don't know. I hope so. Fight costs. Samira, spell shot AD nerfed by 20% and attack speed down to 0.85. Yeah. Even after Samira nerf, she's still really strong. She still felt a little bit broken, so I'm glad I'm nerfing her down a bit more. Yone, unforgotten spell damage, slight nerf. 1 and 2 star. Okay, actually a 2 star is pretty big nerf, but yeah, okay, that's fine. I think Yone's in a relatively good spot. He's not like completely shredding and obliterating units, so that's good. He's probably like roughly in line. Okay. Items. Hand of Justice. Damage healing from 45% to 40%. That's fine. I feel, yeah. Hodge has been one of the most easily spammable items. Just because of how useful and like, yeah. Just because of how flexible it is. You can literally put it on like almost any champion and you'd be okay with it. So, that's good. Zeke's bonus attack speed down from 35% to 30%. And I'll hit Chalice as well. Bonus spell power from 35 to 30. That's fine. Probably just because aiming to help lower the power level of spell shooters, sharpshooters. Holy crap. So yeah, that's fine. Cool. Hopefully things should be a little bit more in line. Maybe people might force PBE again, but we'll see. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. See you all next time. Take care.